What is up, everybody? Deckmaster 1011 here, and here is another awesome deck that I believe that it could be killer in a battle. Now, let's start by looking at one of the best Pokemon of all time that we can actually do something with. Doublade. Now, it looks like he's just any normal Stage 1 Pokemon, but it really isn't, because he can actually do False Swipe. So there is a double colors right here. So you flip a coin. If heads, you put damage counters on the opposite Pokemon until its remaining HP is 10. 10, everybody. So this is when the other stuff comes in. We either have Spinda that can we do Uproar for 10 damage to each of your opposite Pokemon, or we have Hypnic Toxic Laser that we can do the turn before we hit them. So overall, we can hit anything as long as we get a heads on it. So here's the thing. Since we only have one chance to get a heads, we're going to try to get Victini on the board as much as possible so we can do Victory Star so we can have another chance at hitting a heads there. Also, we got Dusknoir on there so we can build Duskull up into the Dusknoir. So even if it does hit a heads but he retreats or whatever and we don't have a Spinda on the board, Dusknoir, we can use all of that damage to just move it onto someone else and destroy anyone in its path. Also, we put a I don't even know how to say it, but we put him in here for Poison Barrier, so if we don't have any double colorless or we can't attack, we'll poison the foe and they cannot retreat until we can find what we needed. Since we only have 4 Hypnic Toxic Lasers and stuff, we have Celebi to use Drunk Hunt. That's why this is not a standard deck. We have Celebi. And the other stuff that we have is Rare Candy, so we can get Dusknoir on the board as quick as possible. We have 4 Ns, 1 Pokemon Center Lady, 2 Pokemon Fan Clubs, so we can find all the Pokemon we need, 4 Professor Sycamores, 1 Skyla. You're welcome to have more Skyla if you want. 1 Floatstone, 1 Rock Guard, 4 Rocky Helmets, 4 special double colorless energies, and 3 to 4 darkness energies. So I have Rock Guard and Rocky Helmet here, so we're going to put them on instead of Trick Coin because Victini's there to help us out. We can put them on Dual Blade, so if they hit us, but yet we hit them with False Swipe, they hit us one more time. Even though we get knocked out, we knock them out with us. So that's pretty much the whole point of this deck. So we're going to put it in action and see what happens. Because hopefully we do some damage. Because I call it a one-hit KO deck. So, because to be honest, it's one-hit KO. Now there's another deck I'm going to do later this week, or later next week. It's an Eradicate deck. Pretty much has the same exact, but it uses Super Bite. So don't forget to stay tuned for that. We found a Narco type player. Thank you for playing. He has a grass and normal type. He chooses to go first. He doesn't have any basics on the board, so that's going to help us out. So we're waiting for his play here. Alright, we are going to put Honedge first. I also have 4 Honedge and stuff, so we're going to put another Honedge on the board. That's awesome. So he starts off with a Bouffalant. He's not really going to do much good because we're going to actually get him down to 10 HP anyway. It doesn't really have to matter. So I'm going to use Ultra Ball to find Dusknoir, and we're going to get Rocky Helmet and Pokemon Center Lady out of there. We're going to put Duskull on the board, and then we're going to end our turn. We're still looking for that Dual Blade and Double Colorless Energy, but we're going to get that with Professor Sycamore. So we're going to use Rare Candy and get Dusknoir out of there. Professor Sycamore, and we found our Dual Blade. And we found another Dual Blade. And we're going to put Rocky Helmet down on Dual Blade. And Double Colorless down on Dual Blade. And we're going to do False Swipe. And we get a heads. That's amazing. So it did 90 damage just with one heads. So now what we're going to do... Oh, he used Crushing Hammer on us. Oh, no. Oh, no, this ain't good. All right, we're going to use Ultra Ball here to find another Hone Edge here. Well, actually, we're going to put Spinda down. We can find Celebi later. We're going to use an N. We only find a Dark. It's not good. Alright, but anyway, we're still going to do some damage. So we're going to take out that Bulbasaur there. Spreading that damage around. And then we're going to knock out Bulbasaur for a quick. But that's pretty much it. That's all we can do until we use that N. Hopefully we can get something next turn. We're going to find Celebi later next. We have 2 dual blades down. That's good enough for us. And Celebi will help us get them double colorless back and them hypnotoxic lasers. Hopefully we can find at least one of them so we can knock out that Venusaur there so we don't have to take 2 turns to do it. Alright, he's taking his good old time. He's thinking this out here. He's thinking, what can I do to stop this guy? He doesn't have very much energies on the board. It's not going to be good here. Oh, inactive. No. He's coming back. He uses Ether, and he finds a switch, so it's not good. He still puts down an energy. What's next up his sleeve? And he puts a Doduo here. So we're going to use an N. And we find a Hypnotoxic Laser. But we did find our Celebi. And we can't do anything with that Hypnotoxic Laser. We're going to have to wait until we find a double colorless. Hopefully we can find something. The problem here is, folks, that we need to find them double colorless. Without that, we can't do anything. And we can only have 4 in the deck. So that's extremely hard. That's why we put all them supporters in there so we can find. Alright. He's probably going to get knocked out next turn. So we're going to Pokemon Fan Club down. We're going to find another Hone Edge. And then Scrup here. And we're going to end our turn here. If he hits us with Rocky Helmet, we can knock this Fungus out next turn. And he's going to try to attack. Oh, he's going to attack. Alright. We're going to use our abilities. We got to knock out something because we can't do anything now. Hopefully we find a double colorless here. We find a Professor Sycamore, though. That's what we're going to do. We're going to Hypnotoxic Laser. We're going to Professor Sycamore. And we find a double colorless. We're going to put a Float Sode down on Dusknoir, so just in case anything happens, he will not leave. False Swipe. And we get a heads. And he's down. We get another double colorless. We are on the board right now. Dual Blade is now in the lead. And that's what I was afraid of. He's bringing out his big old Venusaur. We got Dusknoir down at the very first second, which is amazing. That's what you're going to try to do here, folks. Next up, he's going to attack with 60 and poison, but he gets hit with that. we're going to get our another dual blade out, and we need another one on deck. So we're going to get that out and put a double colorless down. Hypnotoxic laser. We're going to attack with false swipe. And we get a tails. Oh, no. Oh, another tails. This is not good. We're gonna be, oh no. He's gonna get rid of that. He's got Ivysaur on the board. He's got Fearow on the board. Something's going on. What's gonna happen? And he gets rid of poison. Oh! Horrible. Alright, while the time clicks down, we're going to put Spinda out. We're going to Evosoda onto our last dual blade. We're going to Professor Sycamore down. We got Rocky Helmet. Get a Darkness Energy down on Celebi. And we're going to attack with Uproar, do 10 damage all around. So we can actually knock out something next turn. We're going to put Celebi out so we can get... We're going to use Pokemon Fan Club here. Get these guys on the board. Hypnotoxic Laser. We're going to use Junk Hunt. We're going to put Rocky Helmet back down. So we have unlimited, pretty much, Hypnotoxic Lasers here. We just need to find that double colorless. We have one more double colorless left. We're going to have to find it real soon here, folks. And we can't use anything. We're down to 2 cards in hand. So we have 2 more turns to do at least something. So we must find that double colorless real soon. We have no choice now. And no, we don't find it. Our only option now is we're gonna have to see if it's in our hand. And yes, it is. Alright, guys. We have lost this one because we didn't lose it. No, wait, no, we didn't. I'm going off too soon. We've won this at the very last second. We need to get a heads to win. And we won at the very end. Oh man, dual blade for the win. Takes out a Mega Venusaur. Not a Mega, but it's a Venusaur. But holy crap, everybody. That was a fantastic fantastic game. Thank you for playing. That was an amazing attack. That was amazing attacks for our opponent. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe to Deckmaster 1011, and there's more decks coming on up. Thank you, YouTube.